Hey guys, welcome back. So I looked into it. Turns out the main quest line is definitely dependent on you leveling one of your guys here to level 3. This is like mandatory to finish in order to apparently get the next part of the main quest line. So while I work on that off camera, I figured why don't we head over and talk to Gazlo over here and head over to check out Mechagon. Been hearing a number of interesting things about that place.
Tiragard? I don't know, boss. Sounds risky.
That's why we're not bringing the crew. Not until we know more.
How you doing, Gazlo?
Hey, you looking for work?
Well, ain't this a pleasant surprise?
Let me know if you need a crew. You buying or selling?
Hey, I was just telling Skagit that I was hoping I'd run into you up here. I caught wind of an alliance operation to some old vault that opened in Tirasgard Sound. In typical gnomish fashion, Tinkmaster Overspark is overreacting like crazy, claiming that some lost connection to the gnome fairy tale land of Mechagon. I don't buy that for a second, but I am very interested in getting my hands on whatever tech is in that vault. You in?
Where there's risk, there's reward. Keep this one tight, Skagit. Skeleton crew, stealth copters, no slip-ups. Rest of the grease monkeys get the day off and full pay.
You got it, boss. New orders. Finish unloading and pick up your pay from your union rep. Enjoy the city.
Woo! You're the best, Gazlo! By the way, did you guys know that Gazlo's voice actor is married to Laura Bailey? The voice actress for Jaina Proudmoore? Yeah. Also, he sounds a little different here than he did in Heroes of the Storm. I know, because I have played Gazlo a lot in Heroes of the Storm. Alright, so... meet him in Tirasgard Sound. Okay, so it looks like I can either go to Timberfell or to Stonefist and just make my way over there. I do have a couple things here, so maybe I'll just go to that one and use it to scrap out those couple of things and then make my way over. Because there is a scrap machine at one of those places. Oh gosh, there it is again. It has been doing that so much lately. And I don't know, maybe it is because of the amount of add-ons that I've been using. By the way, is there anything new that's popped up here? Don't need to worry about that anymore. You guys saw me finish off the part 1 of the Pathfinder stuff. Oh, hold on.
Aye?
She has a quest? The missing crew. Oh, wait, she becomes a follower? I can't believe it. Almost the entire fleet lost. We need to have ships out here on missions supporting our efforts. But how am I supposed to do that now? If we're going to recover from this, I'm gonna need my top people. I know the chances are low, but I need you to get out there and try to find them, alive if possible.
Stay the course. Speak up.
I had no idea they were adding more followers. Again, you can't check ahead what followers you're gonna get like you could in Legion.
What do you need? May your blades never
I need to go to Stonefist. if everything works out as I have intended, you'll be able to see this view a lot when we do my Alliance character here in Kultiris. I would love to be able to have done all the Pathfinder stuff before that. It's something that I kind of learned during my time in Legion, that it's better to go ahead and just simply focus on the Pathfinder stuff with one of your first characters, so that way you can then have flying unlocked for your alts if you actually want to work on your alts in that expansion or in that area. Alright, so here's the scrapper. Huh. Let's see. Whatever. I've never delved that much into the professions or the crafting in this. I know it's very useful for like high-level play if you have leveled it up and you have taken advantage of it, like recipes for food and such. I've just never really done it that much. Once again, days. Oh, and once again, I'm also running into opposing faction forces because the way this is laid out is frustrating. Like, I just want to get to this area over here. Nope. You have a whole Alliance area to deal with. Thank goodness it hasn't flagged me for PvP yet. If it had, I'm sure some of those Alliance players would have seen me and been like, oh, kill! So do you see now why I find myself constantly using Ghost Wolf more than my actual mount? Until I get that mount equipment that gets rid of days? Huh. Gee, I wonder if this is hinting at something. If this might be implying something about a place called Mechagon.
Hey, over here! Keep your head down!
Okay.
I only deal with the best.
Keep your head down. The Alliance beat us here. Bad news. We're late. The Alliance was already crawling all over the vault when we got here. Lucky for us, some big commotion inside sent some of them running for the hills. Most of them are still down in that vault, though, including that crazy braggart Tinkmaster Overspark. Let's give him a few more minutes to clear out so we don't have to go in guns blazing.
Business is what's coming. Get behind the rock!
Glorious! This is the greatest discovery of our time! Mechagon!
Mechagon? That's just a gnomish fairy tale.
Be quiet! Naturally, I will lead this expedition. A matter of this magnitude demands it. I'm afraid there's no room for you in my gyrocopter. You'll have to wait for Gila to pick you up.
He's not sending Gila to come get us, is he?
Not a chance.
Got a contract with your name on it.
I told you that Overspark was a chump. A boss has got to respect his crew, or they won't respect him. Looks like the coast is clear with Overspark gone. Let's get inside that vault and see what's really going on here. Mechagon or not, they'd better be some quality hardware in there to make this trip worth our time.
Plenty more where that came from. Coast is clear. Let's go acquire some new tech. Give me the loudmouth, Jack. We'll make her talk.
Ice the rest of them.
What? Skagit? Come on. There's no need to... We didn't have to kill them.
You buying or selling?
Easy peasy. Now we just gotta get all this fancy gnomish machinery working again. Those gnomes think busting up machinery is gonna stop a goblin like me from figuring out what all the tech in this place does? I ain't never seen a hunk of junk so busted up that old Skagit and I couldn't get it running smoother than the day that it was made. Tell you what, you head around with Skagit and see what you can piece back together. Meanwhile, I'll have a chat with our gnome friend here and see what she knows about all this tech.
Where there's risk, there's reward.
You heard the boss, Grease Monkeys. Get this place up and running.
Yo, Skagit! Something did a real number on this wharf.
Hazard pay authorized. Eyes open for traps. Nice work. Keep the juice flowing through this electrode.
You got it, Skagit.
I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target.
Well, spit it out.
Target something first.
Oh, to the Alpha Pylon? Oh, over here.
I'll get this circuit stabilized. Looks like the beta line goes to that big machine in the middle.
We're on it. Any idea what all this does?
Tough to say. These blueprints are something else. I'm not even sure half of this is possible.
We've got power. The machine's good to go.
Good work, Grease Monkeys. Hey, looking for work?
Machine sounds good. Few loose bolts and missing wires, but nothing we'd really miss. Nice work. You and the Grease Monkeys got this machine up and running even faster than I expected. The gnome that we captured is keeping her mouth shut, but that shouldn't be a problem. I can take it from here. Let me know when you're ready. I'll crank up this machine to max and we'll finally see what it can do. I hope it prints gold coins.
Plenty more where that came from. Business is booming.
This gnomish technology is way out of your league, simpleton.
I'm a lot of things, know me, but I ain't no simpleton. All right, let's crank this baby up and see what happens.
You ever notice how racist the gnomes are towards goblins?
Brothers and sisters of nomanity, for generations, the curse of flesh has condemned us to obsolescence.
Oh, the
But
Curse
no
of
more.
Flesh. I remember that.
At long last, the perfection of our original Titan Forge design will be restored. All who are worthy shall join me in Mechagon and be cleansed of the old god's corruption.
That's courtesy of Yogg
Step
Saron.
forth and be judged in the eyes of invention. Together, we will reclaim our true legacy.
Oh.
Incompatible presence detected. Unworthy subjects will be neutralized.
Uh-oh. That can't be good. Skagit! Get that thing under control!
Oh my gosh, he's killing them!
Hang on. I got an idea. Give me that gnome! Hey, Bright Eye! Over here!
Phew! Looks like you handled that situation, boss.
A good thing we kept one around. Now we got a lead on the next location. Ha! This has gotta pay off!
So that explains how the Horde is able to get to Mechagon. Because obviously the Alliance and the Gnomes would be able to get there easily. At least I'm assuming. I haven't seen the Alliance version of this yet. But that just makes total sense to me that, okay, they would use a gnome they had around to actually be able to get access to this, to make this thing seem friendly. Because this guy is coming across very much like Mimiron back in Ulduar. Except he may have a few wires loose, I'm guessing.
I only deal with the best.
That's the best use of a gnome that I've ever seen. Phew, close call there, but the risk is gonna pay out big. Did you see the sweet tech that King Mechagon was wearing? We gotta get our hands on that. So, Mechagon ain't just a fairy tale. I gotta admit, I'm surprised. But if the tech on that king is any indication of what they've got out there for us to swipe, I am very, very happy to be wrong. We can't rush into this. A good crew died today. And that ain't happening again on my watch.
This is something I really like about Gaslow. He cares about his people. He cares about his crew. His friends. You know, the people that are working for him. And I like that. He's not the typical kind of boss who is, or the typical kind of goblin who only cares about money and screw everyone else. Like, I don't know, a certain goblin that we have been dealing with recently and in the past. You guys know what I'm talking about. Callywix! Excuse me. But Gaslow actually cares about his people. Unlike Gallywix.
Meet me and Skagit back in Zuldazar Harbor, and we'll build this expedition upright.
Let me know if you need a crew.
Quick thinking with the gnome, boss. Shame about the crew, though.
Pay out the life insurance to their families. Full value, no haggling.
You got it. They'll appreciate that.
You see? He even want to, send the insurance money to their families. That's, didn't want to swindle on it or anything. Full value, no haggling. I like that. To me, that speaks a lot about Gaslow's character.
We're gonna need a full crew for this, Skagit. Foremen, engineers, protection, the works. We do this right.
I got it covered, boss.
I like how I'm on the one with the big guy behind me.
Union reps won't be happy with us asking for more overtime.
They'll be happy when everyone gets their cut. This one's gonna be big. Got a contract with your name on it.
Ah, it feels good to be back on Horde turf.
Plenty more where that came from.
You on the clock?
You heard Gaslow. The boss wants this expedition to go smoothly. No cutting corners, no slush. I know that you've worked with Gallywix in the past, but we don't run our operations like that. Good. I'm glad to hear it. We expect the best from our crews, so we pay them what they are worth, and we treat them well. And in return, we get the best goblin crews on the planet, and they ain't going over to any competition. Here's a list of who and what we're gonna need to pull this off. Don't worry, Gaslow will cover all the costs.
The boss. Now let's see. Yeah, Zuldazar should have everything we need.
Good. Spare no expense. I want only the best.
You got it, Gaslo. See, I am happy to help out Gaslo. It's a far different feeling compared to what it was like working with Gallywix. Gallywix, I was just like, oh my gosh, why am I helping you? Gaslo, I am happy to help. Oh, crap. I forgot this is a hostile area. Nope. I'm going around. Actually, what am I doing? Here's the faster way. When I use it here, it's only on 9-minute cooldown. Now you're probably wondering, how does that work? Well, it combines the cooldown reduction you get from being in a guild, and then it basically cuts that in half. So it's cut down to 9 minutes. If you're not in a guild, it's probably just only 15 minutes. But that's why I'd recommend definitely being a part of a guild, especially so you can get that reduction for the Hearthstone. A lot of benefits to joining a guild. You just got to make sure you find the right one for you. One that's not going to, you know, be too demanding or that won't ask anything of you that you're not okay with. Cut it out, you maniac! Run, sister, run! Quiz, stop wasting all my grenades and get out of my workshop! I used up all my grenades. Aww.
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm sorry, is your sister wearing a laughing skull mask? Yeah, she met up with that crazy kill rip. One time, and suddenly she thinks that she's in the Laughing Skull clan. She's been insufferable ever since. Don't get me wrong, we sowed plenty of chaos together growing up in Kazan, but we were testing our engineering creations. That chaos had purpose. Now she's just chucking bombs into the wind for no reason, except that she thinks it's funny. We ain't learning anything from that. Right, well, good luck with that. Gazzo needs supplies for a big expedition to Mechagon. Gazzo thinks that he's found Mechagon? He wouldn't be the first, and I'd be surprised if he's the last. But sure, I'll sell him anything that he wants. What's he looking for? We've got explosives, rockets, fasteners, unfasteners, gadgets, wires, Kaja Cola, mystery supply boxes, whatever you need. Free shipping on orders of over 20 pounds. Oh, he'll take everything that you've got. It's a big job.
Have a good one.
Quizza, I got a job that'll keep you out of my hair for a bit. Gazzo just bought out the shop. He wants everything that we got delivered to his crew down in the harbor. Sure thing, sis. I'll start with your secret dynamite stockpiles. Where are they? Nice try, you little booger. I'll handle anything that explodes. You carry the rest. Everything explodes if you throw it hard enough. Don't you just love goblins? I told you I could improve your boat. I don't know. Okay, maybe just the figurehead was a bit much, but the rest is golden. We're a great team. I'm getting squashed by a dinosaur.
Got me at a good time.
Look at that beautiful boat. It's perfect. But like I was just telling Uraka, there's no point in being beautiful if you're not deadly. Everything's better with some goblin tech strapped on top of it. You mounted a telescope on a boat. Well, technically it's an oversized spy scope, but yeah, of course I did. And a rotating missile turret, and an automated escape pod, an embedded generator, and of course a riveted goblin banner so that everyone knows who masterminded all these brilliant modifications. Uraka was skeptical when I proposed that we work together on a new project, but I think that we've created something truly amazing together. Maghar and Goblin Tech. Together at last. So, Gazzo found Mechagon.
Yeah, I was done anyway.
Say no more. If Gazzo found Mechagon, then I am going with him. It's been a dream, Araka. But you're gonna have to test out our beautiful boat without me. I've no doubt that you find 10 ways to improve before sundown. Do it all and then tell me all about it when I get back. I will try not to undo your work. It's truly unique. Of course it is, hun. Just like me. Alright, I'll meet you and Gazzo down at the docks. I've got a surprise that I think you're gonna like. Gosh, I love goblins. I cannot wait to see what this next one has done. Drums! More drums! More drums and more drinks for everyone! Woohoo! It's a union rep. The keg master. Boom! Bang the drum!
Yeah.
I like that the Grease Monkeys have a union in this. I saw you talking with the boss up at the worksite. Are you here on business or are you just looking to have some fun with the crew? Oh, I'm just here to party! No, I'm kidding. No time for partying. Gazzo has a new job for the crew. Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. Listen here, bub. This crew just got done working overtime. They are enjoying some well-deserved R&R. Gazzo's going to have to shatter his whole piggy bank if he expects them back on the side so soon. Same page. He's authorized immediate overtime pay. I don't have time for this. Get your crew on site right now, or you're all fired. No, I'm not going to say that. Gazzo's on the same page. He's authorized immediate overtime pay. Oh, that ain't gonna be enough this time. What's the point of overtime pay if you never get a vacay to spend it on? No. Gold pockets. You and Gazzo have got to offer up something special for the crew this time. Gazzo has also authorized hazard pay for the whole crew. Now we're getting somewhere. Triple the normal pay. I can sell the crew on that. Look, everybody on the crew loves Gazzo. He takes good care of us, so we're gonna take care of whatever he needs. But I'm gonna need one more thing to get the whole crew on board. Something small, but it's gotta be flashy. Let's see, I can either say robot pup mascot for the crew, and you can name it, weekly beach party on Mechagon Sandy Shore, free popsicles with almost no natural flavors, a pink flamingo lawn ornament for free barbecue, no donuts, but maybe barbecue donuts? Joyrides in Gazlo Shredder. Oh gosh. I don't think he'd appreciate that, and my sunglasses just fell off my desk. There we go. I don't think Gazlo would appreciate that. Pin the chin on the Gallywix. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Gazzo will cover everyone's tab here. Oh my gosh. What do I think they would want to hear? I think the mascot thing is kind of silly. A robot pup mascot. Although they may get attached to it. A weekly beach party? I imagine there will be a lot of them who would enjoy that. I mean, there's a lot of people I know personally, they love the idea of going to the beach and having a party. And being able to do that every week, they'd love that. Popsicle sounds like a lame offer. A lawn ornament for everyone's. Come on. The barbecue, that's kind of silly. I don't think Gallywix would appreciate the joyride thing, because I imagine someone's going to wreck it. The Gallywix thing is really funny. And I think they'd appreciate the tab. I'm going to say, because, the tab thing here, this is a one-time thing, but a weekly beach party on Mechagon, that doesn't sound bad. Yep, that'll work. You can tell Gazzo that he's got himself a deal. No thanks. No thanks. I'm good. It ain't official until we shake. Alright. There. We good? Gosh, I'm gonna need a moment to wash my hands.
Go get him, champ.
Last call, grease monkeys. The boss got another job for us. We leave in 5. But we just got done working. Gazlo was giving us triple pay for the whole job. And anyone who want to miss that can stay behind and drink alone. Whoa, I ain't said nothing about missing triple pay. Sign me up. Your union reps will give me details on the way. For now, bottoms up. To Gazlo and triple pay! Woo! I'm telling you, I would have really loved it if there were some sound, if they had added some sound effects and voice acting here. But yeah, again, I keep reiterating this. Gallywix would never do this. He would never even consider doing this. He is a greedy a-hole that we should have killed at the end of the Goblin starting zone with Thrall. But Thrall, for some reason, let him stay around and stay in charge of the Goblins. When really that should have gone to Gazlo. I'm sorry, but I think Gazlo would make a far better leader and representative of the Goblins in the Horde than Gallywix would. I mean, I love that Gallywix is voiced by Darren DePaul, but Gallywix is a slime bag. Or a sleaze bag. Slime ball. I combined the two for a moment. My bad. He's a slime ball and a sleaze bag. Gazlo is awesome. Okay? The fact that he is willing to offer them all that stuff to help them, to have them help him with his job, and he appreciates it completely, I think that's fantastic. Seriously, how many of you would love to have a boss like Gazlo? I'm raising my hand. I know you guys can't see it, but I am raising my hand. I would love if Gazlo was one of my bosses. I'd be like, yes, dude, I'll gladly work for you, man. You're awesome.
Get those supplies on the sub.
All right, get those supplies on the
sub. Oh, Ricketts. This boat's a beaut.
Told you it would be.
Sorry. Sometimes I can't figure out when there is going to be voice acting and when there is not. And also remember, I'm on a bit of a delay in hearing the sound, so.
What's the job?
This might be the best crew that Gazlo and I have ever assembled.
Back to work.
You buying or selling?
Whatever is waiting for us on the shores of Mechagon, we're gonna be ready for it with this crew. I don't hold any misconceptions about how that crazy king is gonna welcome us. Guns blazing, I'm sure. So we're gonna have to go in quietly on this submarine. Low profile will keep us all safe. When you're ready to go, talk to Captain Cruz.
Business? All right, let's get this show on the, sea.
Nice catch there, Gazlo.
Yo.
Don't worry about the payment. Gazlo's already taking care of it. You just let me know when you're ready to go. Alright, take us to Mechagon.
All aboard. The greasy eel's leaving port.
The greasy eel. Alright. We are in Mechagon Island.
Hey, you looking for work?
Don't let the grass fool you. Just look at those bots on the shoreline. That city up ahead, that constant buzz of machinery and smog in the air, this place is a technological gold mine. It looks like we made it in unnoticed. Skagit's crew can set up shop on that beach, but we gotta make sure that it's safe for him to land first. Let's do a quick flyover to scout out how we're gonna crack this place wide open. That town up on the hill looks promising. Jetpack into the bay with Gazlo and the crew. Oh my gosh, I get to use a jetpack.
Yes.
This is Mechagon? Don't look like much from up here.
Don't let the landscaping fool you. Check out those rampaging bots on the shore. We
Bop on the shore? Let's bomb them! Whee!
hammer him, Jack!
Reckless targeting, but exceptional results.
Potential reinforcements have arrived. We must inform the prince.
Yeah, tell him Gazlo's grease monkeys are here and we're on his side. Whatever side that is.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. So it's a relatively small island, not like Najatar, and it actually, you can be able to fly there from Kultiris. Okay, that's really good to know.
Got a contract with your name on it.
We'll own this whole island in no time. King Mechagon won't be happy that we're on his island, but a cruel king like that is gonna have have enemies. You and I know that better than most, yeah? While Skagit and the crew get our foothold dug in here, you and I are gonna find some potential allies to shield us from King Mechagon's wrath. Those two guards ran into that junk heap town up the hill. That place don't smell of royalty to me. Let's check there first.
Let me know if you meet a crew with me. Let's scope out that town.
By the way, yes, there is a new dungeon because this place called Operation Mechagon, which I believe has us facing King Mechagon himself. So I'm hoping and expecting that this is going to really build up the story of the dungeon pretty well before we go in there. And I think, if I recall, let me double check this. It is a mythic-only dungeon. Oh my lord. Is it even possible for me to queue up for that? It is not, because it's a mythic-only dungeon. I certainly, Blizzard goes, you know what, maybe we should add a heroic difficulty in there. My gosh. There are times I really get irritated when Blizzard does that. It's like what they did with Return to Karazhan back in Legion at first, before they were like, you know what, let's make it heroic.
I could use another spanner here.
Looks like these gnomes got some serious problems. I can work with that.
This guy's looking to be their hero. Oh, actually, this is the meeting stone for the dungeon. Is the dungeon entrance, like, literally right here? The meeting stone is right here. Huh. I believe these are mecha gnomes. Oh my gosh. I mean, yes, that's the Antoran Charhound that I still want to get from Antorus, but this is the mount that drops from Mythic Jaina in Battle of Dazar lore. Who knows if I am ever going to get this mount. I would love to have this mount for my Frost Mage, but who knows if I am ever going to get this. I would love to get that to drop.
Cause, Prince Erasmin. That's why we're here.
Yeah, and that's why we came out here too. Sign us up.
Ha! As if the Horde would help anyone. Your bloated trade prince doesn't know the meaning of the word.
Don't mind him, Prince. Me and my crew are willing to lend a hand. Just tell us what needs doing, and we'll do it.
With your assistance, we can foil my father's schemes and save my people. Welcome to the Rust Bolt Resistance.
So, the Prince of Mechagon is actually leading a resistance against his father. So, it's the evil king and the good prince who wants to lead his people. Boy, this is starting to sound a lot like what went on with, Mansk and Valerian in StarCraft, doesn't it? At least in terms of the evil ruler and the son who is the good prince who wants to do what's best for his people and not for himself.
Proceed with your inquiry.
By the way, I've actually heard that these guys, these mechanomes, are actually in line to become one of the next allied races. Not sure how I feel about that.
Rust Bolt isn't usually in this level of malfunction. King Mechagon attacked our town last night. His mechanical His mechanical armies captured many members of the Rust Bolt resistance and destroyed as much as they could before we drove them out. The prisoners are being processed at Junkwat Depot. After that, they'll be transferred down into King Mechagon's underground city for full mechanization. We can't let that happen. Will you help me rescue them?
Be efficient. Gaslow, Overspark, please accompany me. I must assert that the Resistance does not tolerate infighting. Friendship between you is not a requirement, but cooperation is. Process this information as we proceed.
I like that. Makes perfect sense. He's saying, look, we don't have to be friends, but we do need to be cooperate and be allies. It's a lot like what we were dealing with in Legion. We didn't have to be friends with Magatha, but having her actually help us against the Burning Legion was almost a necessary thing. I say almost because I still hate that was Magatha. But the idea that, yeah, we don't have to be friends, but we need to cooperate if we're going to actually survive this.
You may have noticed that Rust Bolt is not currently operating at peak efficiency. Mechagon's forces recently raided the settlement. Many of us were apprehended, or worse.
It doesn't make sense. Why would King Mechagon do that to his own people?
My father was once a visionary, but now he has transformed himself into a heartless machine. He will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. The Rust Bolt resistance is all that stands in his way.
Okay then.
Nobody's perfect.
This is where they process all prisoners before sending them into King Mechagon's city for reprogramming. King Mechagon is ruthlessly efficient. He only expends resources to kidnap those that he deems worthy. The rest he discards. We will deal with my father, King Mechagon, another day. This information is more immediately relevant in that my father's predictability means our top scientists, engineers, and tinkerers should all be trapped alive somewhere in this depot. We will find them and break them out. I like this guy. My father was once a good leader. He envisioned a brighter future for his people, and he did everything in his power to help us acquire it. But when his vision became misaligned with the dreams of his people, he failed to adapt. Instead, he grew rigid, forcing his will on others. In secret experiments, he began fully mechanizing the bodies of those who resisted him. It was horrible to watch. There was nothing left of the original gnomes who followed him willingly, while only robots remained. Slaves.
Adapt, Gaslow, improve, Overspark, keep the skies clear. We will require air support.
All right. Oh, there goes your shield. Oh boy. Elemental!
It's too far away.
Okay. Now what is this? Broken drill rig.
It looks capable of breaking through the nearby debris, but it's clearly broken. If you can collect the parts that are required, Prince Erasmus should be able to show you how to repair it. Okay.
We require additional parts to repair this drill rig. Remain strong, Pascal K1N6.
Very well. I shall await your return, Prince Erasmus.
Wait, what? Who said that? Wait, where is this Pascal? I was like, huh? Oh, that must be, I will help you.
I told you the prince would come for us, dear brother. A wondrous rescue.
Of course, dear sister. You are always correct.
The resistance stands strong.
If we don't stop my father, we will all share these poor gnomes'
Define
fates.
your own parameters.
I need a target.
Let's see. There was another prisoner right over here. Ah, up there. I'm already liking this zone. Give her that shield.
Rustbolt is in a state of disarray. Your skills are presently required.
Nothing some scrap, energy cells, and elbow grease won't fix.
I do like gnomes. Even though, as I was saying earlier, they sometimes can be a tad bit racist towards others, especially goblins, but there are times they are very charming. Oh, there they are. Hang on, I shall help you.
Forget about me. They took Pascal K1N6, the greatest invention of our time.
Stabilize yourself, Pascal. I will resolve the problem. Return to your workshop for now. Have you considered an upgrade?
My father is short-sighted. He judges the worthiness of an individual in its current state. He fails to truly see their potential. Us mechagnomes are always building something. Mechagon is littered with broken or half-completed construction projects. Do these small parts appear insignificant to you? Use your imagination. Find their purpose. Give them value. Yes, this appears to be sufficient material to repair that drill rig. I'll do what I can with the parts that I have, but you will need to complete the repairs with yours. When you're ready, return to that broken drill rig that we found and open it up. Together, we'll have it up and running in no time.
To repair the drill rig, open its chassis, and install the parts we have scavenged.
You got it.
Excavation commencing. I heartily endorse this promising development. Freedom!
Indeed.
Hey,
Please
that's
return
Pascal.
to Rust Bolt and aid in the rebuilding efforts, Pascal K1N6. The Resistance has great need of you.
Oh gosh. You know who he reminds me of? Whoops. XT! That's who he reminds me of!
Proceed with your inquiry.
Keep an eye out for other construction projects across the island. There's always something to build in Mechagon. My people are once again safe for now. King Mechagon won't stop sending his armies at us for as long as he does not fear us. We must send him a message. Climb to the top of the ramparts and hack one of my father's projectors to proudly shine the banner of the Rust Bolt Resistance big enough for the whole island to see. I'm sure that'll attract the attention of my father, King Mechagon.
Adapt, improve, overcome.
Surrender or be destroyed.
Current rate of damage inadvisable. Returning for repairs.
I can't attack.
Now that was an optimized application of force. Meet me back in Rust Bolt. We must rebuild before Mechagon's next offensive.
I guess because I got here at the very end and this other player did it, I got credit for it. Oh gosh, my health. My goodness.
Not enough mana.
Oh look, it actually is showing the Mechagon dungeon entrance now. I'm guessing it maybe it actually will show the Eternal Palace one in Ashtar once I actually progress in that questline far enough to do so. Like, nope, you need to go around.
Nobody's perfect.
Rust Bolt already looks improved, doesn't it? It's not the first time that we've had to rebuild it. And it won't be the last. Life in the Rust Bolt Resistance is not easy. But it is yours. We will not order you around or force you to fight. Mechagon is a land of endless opportunities, and you may chase whichever opportunities that you see fit. Of course, if you'd like suggestions for which improvements that you most require, myself or any of the other mechagnomes in town will be happy to advise you in your current weaknesses. But for now, I ask simply that you walk with me to my workshop.
Nothing is ever truly finished. As you can observe, we take pride in our ability to refurbish and repurpose technology. However, we also value our organic components, our emotions and memories, our personalities. My father does not share that view. He intends to mechanize the entirety of our people, willing or not. The choice to install upgrades belongs to each of us. No one can strip us of that autonomy. It seems we have an impressive haul today, Christy.
Yes, sir. Their tech is improving. We can hardly keep up.
The extent of this mechanization. Is there even a gnome left in there?
I have yet to determine that. King Mechagon has converted over 99% of their physical composition.
We will stop him. We must stop him. Most of the Resistance still have family and friends within Mechagon. We fight not only for our own freedom, but for theirs as well. If my father succeeds, then all of us will end up like that machine on the wall. He'd erase everything that makes us who we are. We cannot allow that to happen. Thank you for your assistance, but there remains much more to do.
How are you two getting along?
The Resistance stands strong.
Many rumors of my father's plans have leaked to the surface, but the data is scarce. As we await confirmation, prepare yourself and your people. The Rust Belt Resistance will need you by our side when the time comes. What improvements can mechanization offer me? Well, every shaman that I have ever met has a favorite element, even if they won't admit it. You require more lightning? Stuff your arms with a variety of metal gadgets to make them perfect, efficient conduits of that electricity. More interested in lava? Well, perhaps try infernal forges that will keep you fueled up and ready to unleash molten rock at anything that moves. Water is easy. Most people are made of that compound. We've created pumps that just tap right into that personal reservoir when you need it the most. Thank you for your candid advice.
Define your own parameters.
I was hoping that you'd ask. We must all welcome criticism if we are to move forward.
Have you considered an upgrade?
Have you heard of the Mecha Perfection Turbo? Of course, I'm the one who designed it. Before my exile from Mechagon, though I was able to keep it out of my father's possession, it is inoperable without a perfection-enhancing gearbox to regulate its output. But even if we had one, I'm afraid that the Mecha Perfection Turbo is far too dangerous for anyone to use. It would take a truly impressive feat of strength to convince me that an individual is sufficiently equipped to handle the risk.
Be efficient.
I wonder what you will choose to do next.
Adapt, explore Rust Bolt, and acquaint yourself with the There's always something in progress on this island.
I only deal with the best.
He pulls you in close and whispers, Look at here. I gotta keep my nose clean here in front of the prince, but I trust that you know what's gotta be done outside of town, yeah? Outside of town, where all the tech is. Tech that Alliance grubs are trying to get their clumsy mitts on, which we could use for the Horde, to build big weapons and scary robots and other lucrative products. I don't gotta spell this out for you, right? Sure.
Plenty more where that came from.
Pascal made it back, and is the junkyard tinkering?
This island is home to a multitude of dangers. Help us secure a perimeter by eliminating the most immediate threats.
Awaiting user input.
Ooh. Oh, I see. Oh my god. That's right. This is one of those things I've been hearing about. You collect these pieces, and then you can be able to craft things like mounts. This is a Mechanocat. Oh my goodness.
Session terminated.
Brand new or refurbished?
You can be able to get tinkering, ask about tinkering, blueprints, spare parts. Behold the Fable Pascal workshop of Rustbolt, my workshop! Countless inventions have sprung forth into existence on this very spot, including my finest invention, Pascal K1N6. He can craft anything, as long as you have the blueprints for it. And since I have you to thank for K1N6's safe return to Rustbolt, would you like to learn how to access his blueprints database? Aha.
Reclaim, repair, recycle.
I am designed to serve. Standing by.
Can I interest you in a new arm?
It is a marvel of junkyard tinkering, a wonder of the modern age. Did I mention that I invented it myself? Of course I did.
Concluding transaction.
Oh my gosh! Look at how huge this is! Unlock 20 of the following blueprints in Mechagon. That is a lot of blueprints. Wow! Yeah, this place is definitely designed like one of those places where you can just do tons and tons of stuff for a long time. Upgrade
This area
specialist.
is secure.
Well, look at you, Orc. Not as impressive as I had hoped. King Mechagon's armies are fully mechanized, but you have a severe excess of flesh and matching machinery deficiency. Yes, we simply must make a few changes. Maybe a neural cranial upgrade. Bring me a few microcogs from the motor spiders nearby and I'll fix you right up. A trinket. Ah, this is what I was hearing about. The trinkets with the sockets for punch cards, and you can be able to get different punch cards that give you a different buff or such. I remember hearing about this. I smell something burning. Oh, that's to be expected. We could install an olfactory screen or to filter out those odors. Just whatever it is that you're dealing with, they're like, oh, that's okay, we can be able to figure something out. There's no major quest line or arc here, I guess. But there are quite a few quests and such to do here. Recycler Kerchuk.
You ready to ride?
As a reward for all your help here, I was planning to fix this old mech spider mount to give to you. I could use some more of your help, though, to get this project started. I'll need parts off of a few of the bots nearby, and maybe you could talk to Cork Stuggard at Bondo's yard and see if you can get a Mechanobot ignition system.
Keep your motor running!
I like how there are quests here to get stuff to help you craft mounts. My goodness. Oh, this has been over an hour. Well, I think we're going to stop here. Welcome to Mechagon. There's a lot of Alliance players, and they're looking at me like, what's this he doing here? So this is kind of interesting. I don't know how much of this is really story relevant. I like it, though. I do like the idea of helping the Resistance against Mechagon, helping the Prince. But I'll have to see how much of this is really relevant to the story. Otherwise, we may just be continuing once I'm done doing off-camera stuff in Najjatar here and in Najjatar, and just continue with the main storyline in Najjatar. Because, like I said, that's where I'm really trying to get to is the rest of the war campaign for that scenario. Stay tuned.